Hello, hello. Welcome to Chair Yoga. Hello, hello. Greetings. Welcome to Chair Yoga. Please remember to tune in to your body, listen to what your body needs and what it doesn't need today. And please only move in ways that feel safe to you. Nothing should cause any pain. If something hurts, a sharp pain, please stop doing it. Or if a doctor has told you not to move in a certain way, don't move in a certain way. Just because I say to do something doesn't mean you have to do it. So the flow of our class today is going to be a little centering and breath work. Then we're going to warm up the spine, warm up the body. We're going to be moving quite a bit today. We're going to do a bunch of sun salutations, both seated and standing with the chair. And then we'll have some meditation and relaxation at the end. So let's go ahead and start with getting centered. So find your perfect chair posture. So ankles under the knees, feet rooted into the floor, shoulders over the hips. Maybe even draw the shoulders back and down. Lower your gaze or close your eyes. Reach the crown of the head up to the ceiling as you allow the shoulders to melt down away from the ears. And just take a minute to welcome yourself to your chair yoga practice today. And even take a minute to thank yourself for showing up today to nurture your mind, your body, your spirit. And then allow the focus to land on the breath without any effort to change it at this point. Just feel the breath coming in, going out, this life force that flows through us all day, every day without us thinking about it. The cool thing is when we do focus and think about the breath, it automatically calms our central nervous system. Can help us to relax and become present in the moment, which is where peace lives. When our thoughts are too much in the past, we end up depressed or sad or melancholy. And when our thoughts are too much in the future, we end up a little anxious or nervous or uncertain. So be aware of your thoughts, and when you notice you're in either of those places for too long, take those slow, deep breaths and bring yourself back to the present moment. If you'd like to set an intention or a dedication or a mantra for your class today, feel free to go ahead and do that now. So that's inviting a quality or characteristic that you'd like more of in your life. We focus on that word or that thought. Might be trust, patience, strength, discipline, whatever speaks to you today, but hold that thought in your mind's eye. We're just going to take a few rounds of equal part breathing. So I'm going to choose the number 6, but as you breathe, you may decide you want a lower number or a higher number, completely up to you, but we're going to inhale through the nose to a count of 6 and exhale out the nose for a count of 6 with a little pause in between. So go ahead and let your air out. Slow inhale through the nose. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. Exhale through the nose. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. Take a few more rounds at your pace on your own. Take one more round. And then just resume normal breathing. Take a minute to note how your body feels this morning or today. As we move, the purpose of the moving is to get the energy flowing a little bit more effectively in our bodies, give us more of a sense of balance, and that equal part breathing hopefully plays into that as well. So go ahead and blink open the eyes, or you can keep them closed. We're going to scooch towards the edge of the chair and just start by loosening up the spine, moving it in the 6 directions that it moves. And we'll start with flexion and inflection, which is cat-cow. So on an inhale, we're going to arch the back, draw the shoulder blades together, chest lifts, chin lifts. And on an exhale, we're going to scoop out the belly, round the back, widen the shoulder blades, chin drops. Keep the belly somewhat engaged throughout the whole practice. So inhale for cow, and exhale for cat. My back is popping. Let's take one more round of cat-cow. Hi, Ricky. You moving with me? I think that says Ricky. Yeah, my eyes are so bad. All right, let's take a side bend. Inhale, both arms up by the ears. Relax the shoulders down. Bring the right hand to the chair of your seat and take a side bend over to the right. Keeping the left hip rooted to the chair. Gaze can be down at the floor, straight ahead, or up under the arm, whatever works. Draw the left shoulder back a little bit so we're not rounding into this. And breathe. Slow, deep, even breaths throughout practice. Maybe you continue to count your breaths, maybe not. And inhale, both arms up by the ears. Exhale, left arm lowers to the seat of the chair, side bend over to the left, keeping the right hip strongly rooted to your chair. Breathing into those left or right side ribs. And inhale, back through center, both arms up, and now we're going to take a twist to the right. So the left hand comes to the outside of that right knee. The right hand reaches back. Lengthen the spine first, then twist. So we're twisting from the torso, from the spine, not from the hips. Both hips are still pointed forward. Even breaths. Let's release back through center, both arms up by the ears again, and exhale, side or twist to the left. So the right hand is to the outside of that left knee. Left hand reaches back for the chair. Lengthen the spine. Then find your twist. Low belly drawn in slightly. And breathing. Gently release back to center. Inhale the arms up, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Maybe call to mind again your intention, your dedication, your mantra. I'm using patience today. All right, let's start with some seated sun salutations. So let's inhale both arms up by the ears. On an exhale, we're going to hinge at the waist. The arms come wide. We're going to exhale to a forward fold. That can look however it looks in your body. The forearms can stay on the knees or the torso can drape over the knees. Doesn't matter. Then we're going to inhale and halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to inhale that right arm out to the side. The gaze can follow that hand. Inhale the right arm all the way up to the sky. Exhale, release it down. Other side. Inhale the left arm out and up to the ceiling. Exhale, release. Inhale, arms wide, flat back, all the way up. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to do 2 more of those. Building some heat here. Inhale the arms up. Exhale your forward fold, whatever that looks like for you. Wherever you are, let the head hang heavy. Inhale, halfway lift. Draw the shoulder blades back towards the spine. Exhale, release. Inhale, right arm out and up to the side. Exhale, release. Inhale, left arm out and up. Exhale, release. Inhale, arms wide, strong back, all the way up. And hands to heart center. Last one, you got this. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right arm out and up. Exhale, release. Inhale, left arm out and up. Exhale, release. Inhale, arms wide, flat back all the way up. And hands to heart center. And just take a minute again, maybe lower your gaze for just a moment. Notice if you've built a little heat. We need it here in St. Louis today. It's cold. All right, so now we're going to do some sun salutations standing. So come on up to stand, or you can do this in your chair. Doesn't matter. You do what works. You can continue to do those other sun salutations we just did, or stand up and come with me. All right. So this is my variation of a chair sun salutation B. So first of all, we're just going to bring a little bend into the knees to come into a chair pose. The hands can be on the hips or straight out in front. You do what works. And then we're going to inhale, straighten the legs, arms come up by the ears. Just like we did seated a minute ago, we're going to hinge at the waist. The hands are going to land on the chair, and you're going to take any kind of forward fold that works in your body. Knees can be bent here if that feels better on the back of your legs. And then we're going to inhale and halfway lift like we did before. So the crown of the head reaches in front of you as the shoulder blades draw back and down. And then exhale, we're going to take the feet back to a plank pose. So we're in a high plank here. And then we're going to step the right foot forward to the under the chair, and we're going to flatten that left foot at a 45-degree angle. And we're going to maybe travel the hands up to that right knee and play with lifting the torso. Or maybe the arms come up by the ears for warrior one pose. Good. Exhale, release the hands back to the seat of the chair. Come back up on your left toes. Draw the right toes back for plank. Either stay here, or if you want to do a little bit of a push-up and maybe an up dog where you lower the hips down. Make sure your chair is not going to slide. Good. Come back to plank. We're going to step the left foot forward for warrior one on the other side. So flatten the right foot, bend into that left knee. Right foot's at a 45-degree angle. And you can either travel the hands up to that left knee, bring the torso upright. Maybe the arms come up by the ears, maybe not, for warrior one. Good. Exhale, release the hands back to the seat of the chair. Come up on those right toes. Step the left foot back for downward facing dog with the chair. So knees can be bent here if that feels better. What I'd like for you to focus on more is the length in your spine. So tons of length in your spine. Maybe you sway a little bit side to side to bring the length into the side body. Good. Then we're going to step the feet back up closer to the chair. Take another forward fold, whatever that looks like for you today. And then we're going to inhale, arms all the way up and overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. So that's our standing sun salutation with the chair. And we're going to do 2 more of those. So let's bring the hands to the hips. Bring a little bend into the knees for our chair pose. Then straighten the legs. Inhale, arms up by the ears. Exhale, hinge at the waist. Whatever your forward fold looks like for you today. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we're going to step the feet back to our plank pose. Make sure your chair is stable. Good. Then we're going to step the right foot forward, left foot to a 45-degree angle. Bend into that right knee. Stay there, or maybe the arms come up by the ears for warrior one. Exhale, release the hands to the seat of the chair. Come up on the left toe. Step the right foot back for plank pose. Stay right here, or maybe you take a little push up to up dog. Come back to plank. Step the left foot forward. Right foot flattens for warrior one on the left. Stay there, or arms up by the ears. Exhale, hands to the chair, up on the right toes, and we're going to step it back to down dog. 3 slow, deep breaths here. Good. We're going to lift it up, step the feet up closer, take a forward fold. Low belly draws in. Inhale, arms out wide all the way up. And hands to heart center. 1 more of those. Chair pose, bend the knees. Straighten the legs. Inhale, arms up by the ears. Exhale, hinge at the waist to come to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to your plank. Step the right foot up, flatten the left foot, bend into the right knee. Inhale, warrior one on the right. Exhale, release the hands, come up on the left toe, step it back to your high plank. Stay here or take your push up to up dog. Plank. Step the left foot forward, right foot flattens, bend into the left knee any amount. Warrior one on the left. Exhale, release the hands to the seat of the chair, come up on the right toes, step it back to downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Good. Inhale, lift it up, step the feet up closer, take a forward fold. And then inhale, arms wide, flat back all the way up. And hands to heart center. Good. So just relax for a minute. Notice how you feel. That was a lot of moving. Continuing to build some heat here. And we're going to play with tree pose. So stand with your right leg closest to the chair. My right hand is grabbing onto the chair. I'm going to root down through the four corners of that right foot. So that's the big toe mound, little toe mound, inner and outer heel. Imagine roots growing down into your floor. Find a little spot on the floor to stare at a few feet in front of you. And we're going to kick that left knee out to the left. So that left foot can stay in kickstand. And maybe you play with your balance here. Maybe you bring your hands to prayer or hands to the hips or arms out to the side. Stay right here if that feels best for you. Another option is the sole of the left foot on the right calf, and maybe you play with your balance there. Or perhaps the left foot comes all the way up to the right thigh. All trees are perfect and beautiful, so you do whichever tree pose works best in your body today. Some days our balance is right on, other days it's not so good. Don't judge it. No judgment in yoga, just acceptance and presence in the moment, present in our body. But just play with your balance. So balancing poses are great for focus. And if you fall out of your tree pose, no big deal. You just get back in. Each time you fall out and get back in, you're building strength and balance. So hold on to the chair, bring that left knee forward, exhale, set it down. So before we switch to the other side, let's just jump and shake it all out. Just jump, hop, look silly. Nobody's watching. You're all watching me though. All right, so let's switch to the other side of our chair. Now the left leg is closest to the chair, and the left hand is giving us some support on the chair. Find your drishti, your little spot to stare at, and stay focused on that spot. Bend the right knee, kick that knee out to the side. Remember your options: kickstand, calf, or thigh. We just want to avoid the knee. We don't want to put any undue pressure on that knee in tree pose. So again, you find what you want to do with your arms. Maybe you stay holding on a lot or a little. Tune into your body. What does your body need today? Focus on your spot you're staring at to help with balance. Nothing like a balancing pose to bring us into the present moment, because it's hard to think about other stuff when we're trying not to fall over, right? All right, bring that right knee back forward and lower it down with control. Good job. I hope your trees were beautiful and full of fall colors today. All right, so let's go back to facing our chair, and we're gonna step into warrior two. So the feet are kind of under the seat of the chair. We're gonna take a big step back with that left foot, and we're gonna see if we can align the heel of the right foot to the arch of the left foot. Then we're gonna bend into that right knee. So you could be holding on here if that feels better for you, whatever that looks like. But maybe both arms come up to the shoulders. So maybe you just have a little bit of a bend in the knee. That's fine. You do what works. We just don't want the right knee to go beyond the right ankle. Gaze out over the right fingertips and feel your strength here in Warrior 2. Connect with your inner warrior. Maybe your intention that you set at the beginning of class. Good. And then we're going to straighten that right leg. We're going to bring the right hand to the seat of the chair. And we're going to bring the left arm straight up to the sky for triangle pose. Maybe the gaze goes up at the left fingers, straight ahead or down at the floor. You do what works. But we're hoping that both legs are straight. We're getting a big stretch on the left side body, left hip. Right hip's getting a little action too. And breathing. Lower that left hand so both of our hands are on the chair. We're going to bring that left foot again to a diagonal. Right leg stays towards straight here for pyramid pose. Stay just like this if you're feeling it, or you can take a forward fold any amount over that right leg and breathe. Big stretch for the back of both legs, but especially the right leg. But if you're on forearms, come on back to hands, kind of like a halfway lift. And on an inhale, we're going to open that left arm out and up to the sky. Exhale, release. We're going to twist the other way now. So the right arm reaches out and up. Exhale, release. And step the left foot up to meet the right. Come on, back up to stand, and we'll take that series on the other side. I'm going to switch my chair so that I can still see you. All right, so now we're going to take a big step back with the right foot. And we're going to check again for our alignment for Warrior 2. So we want the left heel to intersect the arch of the right foot. Hips are squared towards the front. And then we're going to bend into that left knee any amount. Hands can stay on the hips, or the arms can extend straight out. Gaze over the left fingertips. Maybe look down at that left knee and make sure that it's in line with your second toe. Sometimes our knee wants to come forward. We want to keep it back. Relax the shoulders down. Connect with your warrior. And straighten that left leg. We're going to come into our triangle pose. So the left hand comes to the chair. Both legs are straight. Right arm reaches up to the ceiling. And remember, we're not collapsing into that left shoulder. Really keep that left shoulder strong. And we're reaching in both directions here. Breathing. On your next exhale, lower the right hand to the seat of the chair. We're going to bring that right foot to a 45-degree diagonal. Left leg is straight. Stay here. Or if you want to take a little bit of a forward fold over that left leg, go for it. As long as you're feeling some sensation in the back of the left leg, you're good. Slow, deep, even breaths. Good. If you're in the forearms, come on back up to halfway lift and we'll take our twist to each side. So keep the left hand rooted. We're going to take the right arm out and up to the sky. Exhale, release. Other way, left arm. Inhale, lift it up and twist. Exhale, release. And then push off those right toes, step it up together, and stand on up. All right, so let's go ahead and sit back down. And let's just take a break for a minute in a forward fold. So remember, that can be forearms on the knees with the head hanging heavy, or the torso drapes over the thighs and the head hangs heavy here. Wherever you are is perfect. Slow, deep breaths. Maybe see if you can make your inhales and your exhales the same like we did at the beginning of class. Good. If the torso is draped, go ahead and bring the forearms back up to the knees. Take a minute here. And then walk yourself all the way back up to seated. And let's just extend the legs straight out in front, and we're going to point and flex. Strong point, strong flex. And some circles with the ankles. Mine are popping. Good, circle the other way. And relax the legs. Maybe come forward a little bit. We're just going to we're going to work on the neck and the shoulders a little bit here. So on an inhale, we're going to bring the shoulders, hunch the shoulders up by the ears. And an open mouth exhale, we're going to let them relax. 2 more. Good. Now let's take some shoulder rolls backwards. So we bring the shoulders forward, up by the ears, back and down. Nice, slow, fluid movement, like you're giving yourself a massage. And go the other way. So now we're circling the shoulders forward. Good. And find some stillness. Who's that? Tammy? Hi, Tam. Snap, crackle, pop. Yeah, that's for sure. All right, let's stretch the neck a little bit. So go ahead and drop the right ear to the right shoulder and let the left hand or arm just hang by your side. Keeping your attention on the left side of the neck. And then maybe you find a little gentle movement with your chin down towards the chest. And then maybe it moves away. Just a nice, slow, respectful movement while the ear stays, the right ear stays over towards the right shoulder. And if you notice some sweet spots in there, feel free to stay there and hang out. Then find stillness again, right ear to right shoulder. And gently bring the head back up to neutral, and we'll take it on the other side. So the left ear drops over to the left shoulder. Right arm dangles by the right side. Drop into that. Focus on the right side of your neck. Maybe call to mind your intention. I said earlier, mine today is patience. Good. And again, find that nice, slow, gentle movement. Chin lowers and lifts. Pausing anywhere that needs a little extra love. I've had a crick in my neck lately, so this one feels really nice. Good. Bring it back up to neutral, and we'll drop the chin to the chest, keeping the spine long and straight. Stay just like this, or you can interlace the fingers on the back of the head. Let the elbows come in close to the sides of the head. And then a little gentle pressure, head into hands, hands into head, and breathe. Nothing real forceful here. This is a gentle pressure. Keep the head where it is and just release the interlace of the fingers on the back of the head. And then nice and easy, lift the head back up. And we'll flow a little bit here, and then we'll move into our cool down and our meditation and Shavasana at the end. So we're going to extend the left leg forward so that you can't see it, but the heel of my left foot is on the earth while the toes are flexed, and the right arm is up by the ear. And then we're going to come back to neutral and switch to the other side. So the right leg extends straight, toes flexed, heel on the earth, right arm up, left arm up by the left ear. And we're just going to flow like that. One more time to each side. Good. Come back to neutral. I got to scooch forward a little bit more. And now we're going to flow a little side to side. So we're going to extend the left leg out to the side. The right arm comes down. Relax the shoulders. Back to neutral. Right leg out, left arm down. And that's our flow. Good. Let's add something different with the arms. So the left leg comes out, the right arm comes up to a diagonal. So move at your pace. Fast, slow, doesn't matter. Whatever feels good to you today. One more to each side. Actually, I got to go one more because I started on that side. All right, so we're going to bring our arms, these are arms, to cactus arms or goalpost arms. And we're going to bring the right knee to the right elbow, left knee to the left elbow. Keep the belly engaged, the spine long and straight. There's no prize for your elbow touching your knee. If it doesn't touch, no big deal. Just move towards that goal. And breathe. Again, your pace is just that, your pace. If you're feeling pretty energetic today, you can go faster. If you're dragging a little bit, go slower. Good, little more. And relax. Shake the arms out like your hands are wet. Just shake it out. And we're going to bring the hands forward so the palms are facing each other. And we're going to extend that left leg like we did before. So the toe is pointed up, heel on the floor. And we're going to reach the right hand towards the right toes as the left arm comes back. Then we come back to neutral. Right leg extends. Left fingers reach for the right toes. Right arm reaches back. And that's our flow here. So if touching the toes is not an option for you, again, just go to where you feel okay. So I exhale as I touch toes. I inhale as I rise. Good. One more to each side. And again, relax and shake out the arms. All right, let's start cooling down a little bit. Let's get into the hips. So the hands are going to interlace on that right knee. We're just going to make some circles with that right knee, keeping both sit bones rooted into the chair. And circle the other way. Good. Then either help that right ankle onto the left knee. If this is not in your practice, you can cross the right ankle over the left ankle. That does the same thing. If you're up here, strongly flex that right foot, lengthen the spine, and a little gentle pressure down on that right knee. If you're here and you're not feeling anything, you can draw the right heel up towards the left hip crease and see if that intensifies the stretch for you. You do what works for you. Slow, deep breaths. Keeping that right foot really flexed. Option to just stay upright, of course, or you can bring forearms to that right leg and hang out here. If you want to take it further, you can drape the torso over the right leg. Let the head hang heavy wherever you are. Even if you're completely upright, go ahead and let the chin fall down towards the chest. Maybe even directing the breath to that right hip. If the torso is draped, go ahead and bring the forearms back up to that right leg. Nice and slow, we're going to walk ourselves back up to upright. Little counter stretch. So the left hand grabs that right knee and draws it towards the left shoulder. Little counter stretch for that right hip. And release. Come back to neutral. We'll take that series on the other side. So we start by circling that left knee. And circle it the other way. cross left ankle over the right knee or left ankle over the right ankle, whichever works for you. Strong flex in that left foot, lengthen the spine, a little gentle pressure down on that left knee, bringing some sensation to that left hip. Breathing. Pay attention to your mind, and when your mind comes in and asks for your attention, just let those thoughts go and bring yourself back to your body, back to your breath. All that other stuff can wait another 10 minutes. Remember, option to stay upright, forearms to the left leg, or the torso drapes. You do what your body needs today. Breathing into that left hip. Staying aware of the sensation and noticing how it kind of ebbs and flows. Sometimes when I'm holding a pose, I'm like, I gotta get out of this pose, it's killing me. But I find if I focus on the breath, the sensation usually shifts or changes in a way that makes it a little bit more comfortable or sustainable. If the torso's draped, come on up to forearms. And slowly lift the torso back upright. All right, so I don't know if you have a couch near you or if you have another couple chairs, but we're going to do a wide leg, a seated wide leg. So you could also probably just do this with your feet on the floor. But if you have a couch or an ottoman or two more chairs, go ahead and put your legs up at a wide angle. And we're going to lift the torso nice and long. We're going to reach the right hand any amount down that right leg. And we're going to bring the left arm up by the left ear and take a side bend over towards that right leg. And breathe. Draw the left shoulder back. So like I said, this can also be done with the legs straight and wide on the floor. Good. Inhale back up. And now we're going to square our shoulders over that right leg and maybe walk the hands out any amount to fold over that right leg. Breathe. Gently walk yourself back upright. And the other side. So the left hand reaches any amount down that left leg, right arm up by the right ear. Side bend over the left leg. Gently bring it back up. Square the shoulders over that left leg. And find a forward fold any amount over the left leg. Nice and easy. Walk yourself back up. Bring the legs together on the floor or another chair or a bed or a couch. Strong flex in the feet. And again, we're going to find any kind of forward fold over those straight legs. You can always bring some bend into the knees if that feels better for you. Let the head hang heavy. And gently bring yourself back up. And we'll get set up for our final relaxation pose, Shavasana. So options are to stay supported in your chair with your gaze lowered or your eyes closed. You're welcome to leave your legs up on your chair or your couch. You can lie flat on your back on the earth. So take a minute to make any final wiggles, movements, or adjustments to get yourself comfortable for our relaxation and meditation. Allow yourself to feel fully supported by your chair or the earth. Feel the effects of the class reverberate in your body. Maybe take a minute to kind of scan the body. Notice if you're holding any tension anywhere. And if so, direct the breath to that space and allow those muscles, that tension, to ease. And I have a short reading for our meditation today. It's from a book by a St. Louis guy, John O'Leary, and he was burned as a child. Over 95% of his body wasn't expected to live, but he did. His first book was On Fire. Second book is called In Awe. And In Awe is all about living our lives more like children, right? So if you have children in your life, it's always so much fun to be with them because everything is exciting and new and awesome. So he talks about some of the senses, and this reading is about the sense of belonging. And it goes like this. I am the piece that never fits, or I belong just as I am. My friend, I don't know what you've been told. I don't know how you feel, what scars you bear physically, or which ones lie hidden deep within your heart. But I know one thing. You are beautifully, wondrously made. You have within you gifts to share with the world. You were put on this earth for a reason. We all are. No matter our skin color, nationality, economic situation, or personal beliefs and values, we come from one tribe. We fit together, and we need one another. The epidemic of loneliness can be cured. It's time to tear down our fences and start to celebrate. All are invited, but first you've got to show up. Step out of the shadows, embrace your intrinsic value, and share who you are. Doing so will empower you to lift your voice and proudly sing, "This is me." And then join the parade. When we come together, we can truly change the world. We'll have a couple minutes of silence and then I'll cue you out. Gently begin to deepen your breath. Bring some small movements to your fingers and to your toes. Just gently bringing yourself back to this space. And then as you're ready, reach the arms up by the ears, the legs out in front. Give yourself a big stretch like you're just waking up. Oh, reach, reach, reach. And then let it all relax down. If you're lying on the earth, go ahead and roll off to either side and bring yourself up to an easy seated position, keeping the gaze lowered or the eyes closed. And we'll press the palms together in front of our heart center as our gesture of closing this sacred time that we have shared together. Call to mind again your intention that you set at the beginning of practice. We express deep gratitude to these bodies of ours for moving as perfectly as they did. Spend some time this week to connect with yourself, to sing, "This is me." Join the parade. My soul honors your soul. I commend the place in you where the Spirit resides. I admire the place in you that is of love, light, truth, and peace, because it's also within me. And in sharing these things, we are united. We are one. Namaste. Thank you. I hope you have a good week. And I will talk to you all, or I'll see y'all next week for some more chair yoga. Bye.